Good morning to the Grove. Pastor Faison and Lady A here. Just want to give you a shout out. Out of town this weekend, taking a little vacation time, but certainly want to leave you in good hands, and I know that you're going to get a word today. But today's a special day here at Watson Grove because today is we're celebrating the NAACP's Day of Unity. It is an effort to raise the awareness of HIV and AIDS, particularly in the African American community. This is, of course, a worthwhile effort for our people, but also something that I'm very, very passionate about myself. I am an NAACP HIV and AIDS ambassador. Travel across the country to various cities and train black pastors and black churches about how to deal with and address the AIDS and HIV epidemic in our community. And it is just that. It is an epidemic. Blacks only represent 14% of the U.S. population. Yet we make up 44% of new HIV infections. This was as of 2009. Black men are most affected by this scourge. 1 in 16 black men will be diagnosed with HIV infection. That means you can look around the congregation today and count 16 men. One of them will be diagnosed with HIV infection. Black men are 6.5 times more likely to be infected with HIV than are white men.
Did you know, black women, AIDS is the #1 cause of death for black women ages 25 to 34. Black youth, in 2009, our blacks ages 13 to 24 accounted for 65% of new HIV infections.
HIV affects black women, black men, and black youth, but it also affects our seniors. Seniors age 55 and up, as of 2009, were the fastest growing population of AIDS cases. The reason we bring this up is because this is an epidemic, an issue that is affecting not only our community, not only our city and our nation, but it's also affecting our churches. Now, while we know that abstinence is the #1 way, and even God's way, of preventing these kinds of diseases, everybody's not engaged in abstinence. So we want to be engaged, we want to be educated, and we want to be aware of the ways that we can prevent HIV infection. So as your pastor, I'm very, very concerned about making sure that our community and our church is properly educated and has the tools necessary to combat this scourge in our community. So today, myself and Lady A will be tested for HIV. I know that many people are afraid and are nervous about the test because we have myths that we've been taught about the test, that it's painful, that they have to draw blood, that different things have to happen. We want to help you today alleviate some of that concern and some of that worry. And Miss Ashley Mahone is here with us today from Nashville Cares, and she's going to walk us through the process of being tested for HIV.
And what I'm going to do is take the testing device and go once between your teeth and your gums, once across the top and once across the bottom. And that's it. Okay? So if you smile for me, close your teeth and smile real big. Okay, we're going to go in once across the top and once across the bottom. We'll drop it in solution, and it takes 20 minutes for it to run. So I can give you your results in 20 minutes. So your results are both negative. Okay, so what a negative result means today is that you are negative from the day you were born up until 90 days ago. If you have had unprotected sex, oral, vaginal, or anal in the last 90 days, or shared needles, then you could have possibly exposed yourself to HIV. You would need to get tested in another 90 days. But in that time frame, you want to refrain from sharing needles or having unprotected sex.
You see, just that simple. Simple test, very, very quick results, but it's something that you need to know. You cannot move forward until you first know your status. So today, Ashley is with us, and her team from Nashville Cares is with us as well, and they're going to be testing for HIV after every worship service. So don't rush out today. Make sure that you get tested. Make sure that you know your status and you're able to move forward, knowing exactly where you are when it comes to this disease. Testing will be provided in a very, very personal and private way. We're going to do testing in our classrooms in the old church. That area will be cordoned off. We don't have any Sunday school, so you'll be able to go and get your results in privacy and be able to have a counseling session as well. Things are going to be done very, very decent, very, very in order, but you need to know your status. So we're encouraging you to do that today. When you do that, simply take a photo after you finish just to say that you've been tested, and use the hashtag Day of Unity. Hashtag Day of Unity. Tweet it, put it on Facebook. We want to educate not only those who are here, but educate those who are not here. Last time we did this, there were persons who were at home that saw that we were testing for HIV. They left home and came to church just to be tested and to make sure that they knew their status. We want to encourage that kind of evangelism, if you will, today as well. Listen, be encouraged. Pastor loves you, excited about your future, and know that if you take care of yourself and do the best that you can, God's going to honor that stewardship and make sure that he gives you what you need.